Boom, we should be on. Hey, in today's live stream, we're going to talk about Omarosa Manigault and her getting either fired or her resigning. I don't know what happened, but before we begin, I'm going to check and make sure I look pretty good on YouTube. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Go to my page. I'm doing it on my iPhone just to make sure that everything's rolling pretty smoothly. And it looks like everything is good. Let me click on that. They're playing ads already in this thingy. Okay. And it looks like everything is good. Let me click on that. Change the quality. Let's try. Cool. Looks good. 720. All right. So Omarosa got fired. And I did a YouTube video on this, but I haven't published it yet. But I just figured it was something that, we could talk about. And that's my son in the background playing his game. Looks like we got one viewer. Thanks for joining, viewer. But what is that right there? Boom. Boom. Yeah, Omarosa got fired. We all remember Omarosa from the Apprentice show, the show Apprentice, and she ruffled the feathers of a lot of the contestants. What are you doing?
Hello, I'm gonna be in this too. Psych.
Anyway, she ruffled the feathers of a lot of the contestants as well as some of the audiences. She appeared to be a shrewd businesswoman, a by the numbers entrepreneur, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you have a job to do, right? And you're working for someone who's like above you, telling you to do what you need to do, right? Gosh, this looks really, really good. Let me see what my task manager is at. The computer's at 73. I'm liking that, and I got a couple windows open. Interesting. So let's go through it. Let's go through a document that I've prepared. And it's on Google. It's on Google Drive. All right. So she seemed like a shrewd and by the numbers businesswoman, bothered a lot of people. She continued to work with Donald Trump all the way to the White House. But today, actually a couple of days ago, fast forward, her and Donald Trump have separated ways. Her and President Trump. Be respectful. They've separated ways. And even though it seems like a terrible situation, in every dark cloud, there's a silver lining, folks. And there's three things that we can learn from the situation, right? Number one, employers aren't loyal. And we all know this. If you've lived any amount of time, you'll come to realize that you can work your butt off for an employer and you can be fired at a moment's notice without a 2 weeks notice. We're expected to give 2 weeks notices. They can do whatever they want to do. And if you put feelings aside and think a little bit deeper about it, they have shareholders a lot of times when they're a public company, and saving money is a bottom line. Increasing profits is a bottom line. And if they didn't increase profits or save money, those shareholders would take action, detrimental action to the CEOs, hence firing them or relieving them of their duties or even demoting them. And, the CEOs have families, big boats, yachts, and cars, and resort homes that they want to keep, right? So they do what they need to do in the interest of the actual company and not the employee. So as an employee, you got to keep this in mind. So employees aren't loyal. Now, more than likely, and I feel safe to guess this, more than likely, Omarosa had some businesses, side businesses, or some things she was doing prior to her position in the White House. And I would think that she was continuing to run them, or at least appointed someone to run them if it was unethical. And because of that, this $180,000 a year strike that she's about to take won't hurt her as much as if that was her sole income. So just like I'm assuming, it's not safe to assume, I'm assuming that she had a side gig. You should keep a side gig too. I don't care if that's creating something, actual craft, food or whatever, a service gig, something on the side that's separate from your sole employer based income. That's number one. Employers aren't loyal. And I kind of bled that into number two, mind your own business. Mind your own business. Keep your own business going. Keep a business going, even if you're working for someone full time, because you really don't have control, not as much control as you think over whether or not you're going to have that job tomorrow, right? You can be doing everything they tell you to do. There's some situations where I've seen where the perfect employee has been replaced, or the employer has found a way to get rid of them because that employer had a family member, their fiance's cousin was coming into town, needed a job, or something needed to be done. They needed to create a space or a vacancy for a new person, and they got rid of, the employee. Let's see what's going on. I can't see comments on this. Let me go to YouTube and see if I can see any comments. If you are here, please go ahead and leave a comment so I can see it on my little phone. Turn down the volume. Should say 2 watching now. I should be watching as well. Come on, cell phone. This looks so much better when, YouTube's platform looks so much better when you use it versus that one platform that starts with an F. Nope, I'm not going to say it. I'm turning this up. Okay, there we go. Can I see comments? Can I see comments? Can I see comments? I don't think. Beauty bubble, enjoying a conversation. See, I can see it on here, but I can't see it in a hangout. I think they took it away from the hangouts. Darn your YouTube. So, no, 631, 621. Awesome. So the first thing is employers aren't loyal. The second thing is you need to mind your own business. You need to have something going on that's totally independent of your full-time employment. There's no such thing as job security these days, folks. Matter of fact, local McDonald's I just went to, they have Skylar David, keep it down. Anyway, they have these machines that basically take your order and you don't even have to deal with the cashier. They just make your food and you're done. Employers are replacing people. All right. So mind your own business. Employers aren't loyal. And the fourth and final one is Omarosa is winning. Believe it or not, contrary to popular opinion, Omarosa is winning. I don't care what her haters or detractors say, she's winning. And here's why. She has a story to sell. Yeah, she's going to sell it. She has a story to tell. And in every failure, there's lessons to be learned. I mean, imagine the story she's going to be able to tell coming from The Apprentice. Not even The Apprentice. I think she lived in a rough area in an earlier part of her life. It might have been a ghetto, but I'm assuming. But just from The Apprentice to the White House, imagine the story that she has to tell about that. Imagine the lessons she has to share. Imagine the things she's seen that she was privy to that most people aren't privy to. The real world business dealings. And yes, the scandals. All of these things contain valuable information that can be shared with other people. Now, I don't know if she's going to write a book. I don't know if she's going to come on Google Hangouts or live streaming shows or anything like that. But she has a lot of information that people want. I mean, just think of it. Wouldn't you like to have her on your show? Or wouldn't you like to produce her lifetime story of her life from The Apprentice to the White House? I mean, I would. But I'm going to settle for the 3 lessons that we discuss here. Employers aren't loyal. Mind your own business. And what was that last one? There are lessons to be told in every failure. That's it. Short live stream, I know. How long have I been on? See, this doesn't have a timer like Facebook. So terrible. But let's see. Can I see any other comments? Well, hey, Beauty Bubble, thanks for joining me. Eventually, I think this is going to get a little bit bigger. in terms of followers. I'm gonna keep doing it. All right. Happy holidays, and everybody be safe. Love one another. Take care.